In this Source Speaks transmission, we are going to explore what it means to take the life-giving path. I've had some profound realizations that I'd like to share with you around this concept of choosing life-giving practices. I've asked that my decisions come from Source, and my guidance and choices are aligned with this higher power. And the most important message that I've received is to direct my thoughts and attention towards life-giving practices, life-giving experiences. And I want to explore what that means, what that looks like, and share this gift of supporting and sustaining all of life. And I was shown how the earth and many people on the planet at this time are not being supported by the whole, that the system is currently designed to destroy itself, benefit only few. Like a virus, it will destroy and kill its host, leaving destruction in its path, disease, disharmony. And because this is a free will zone, all energies exist, and yet the earth is calling for a higher understanding and immunity of what it looks like and feels like to nourish ourselves and the planet so we thrive. Life-giving choices, life-giving practices. Eating nourishing food, taking in nourishing sights and sounds, indulging in nourishing thoughts. The greatest level of destruction that goes unseen is that of the mind. The repetitive, destructive habits of self-deprecation and negative thinking is harmful to the life force of the being, of the body, depleting and dismantling the well-being of the form. The emotional body must be tuned to these higher states of health, healing, and wellness, as well as the spiritual connection and practices. Every level, simultaneously cooperating in a symphonic dance optimal radiant health so we can personally and collectively thrive. The most powerful gift we have been given is our ability to choose. Moment to moment choice point of what we are paying attention to, giving attention to, directing our life force. And without judgment, it is time to look deeply, curiously at the habits, the conditioning, the programs, the indulgences, and start to strengthen the spiritual muscles to tune oneself to this source self-alignment, filling ourselves up to wholeness, opening to greater levels of grace and ease. It takes fierce vigilance and deep compassion for oneself and others to follow the path in the face of challenges. I have been waiting for the next cycle to begin of this reset within my own being, what to focus on, where to put my energies, how to come into this next octave of being. Any and all things that I choose that are aligned with life-giving practices will be supported, are part of my divine purpose and path. Life-giving practices. Simply asking yourself, does this support all of life? Is this life-giving to myself and others? Letting that be the intentionality and the meaning that is infused into the actions changes the outcome. We are needed at this time more than ever, the Earth Guardians, to gather and to work collaboratively. The independent development of our strengths and our gifts are now being called back home to the whole, strengthening and interweaving our connectivity to change the trajectory of Earth's destiny. Of our own powerful, deliberate creation. We strengthen and fortify our systems when aligning with the earth, life-giving choices, experiences. Changing the circuitry and rewiring the system to be directly in line and serving the whole, the divine, pure source self, allows source to serve the being. And from this alignment, serving the all. All of our systems and relationships and dynamics have been set up to horizontally exchange with one another. Which allows for there to be an imbalance and an insustainability in the energy field, getting drained and depleted and dependent on these external resources for growth. Choosing and seeing the divine in one another, operating from source-powered alignment significantly changes the field into a vertical axis of accessibility to the toroidal Merkaba electromagnetics of the body. Spinning and opening and raising the vibration, operating at higher harmonic states, gives access to this greater knowledge, this cauldron of creation and communication to the higher planes of existence, spiritual council, galactic federation. There are many, many levels of support. New systems wanting to come online and guidance towards a higher octave of living that is not only more fulfilling and sustainable for the self, but supports the whole and thriving. Let it feel good to open up to this communion and alignment with the divine, using the emotional guidance system as indicators. Clearing the path. Supporting the whole. Allowing yourself to become a clear conduit and a channel. Upgrading and up-leveling the systems, functions, and organs of the physical body, mental, emotional, psycho-spiritual, energy bodies, increasing your capacity to hold more life force, taking on higher levels of responsibility and accountability, for your actions, words, and deeds, sifting them through these filtration systems of life-giving support. Seeing and hearing the outcome reverberations of one's choices and actions, utilizing that information and data as a continual feedback loop of up-leveling, getting out of the habit of judgment and comparison, back into the unified field. Of high choice, greater states of love, understanding, compassion, peace, and harmony. It is within our genetic makeup and coding to support life-giving practices. This is the divine design of the human that has gotten off course and off track from the original blueprint of our incarnation. We must get in tune with Source Self to see and hear and operate from this higher truth of knowing, understanding, and realization. Feel and listen for the energy that resonates with the depth of your soul. Sift through the infinite possibilities quickly to find the highest resonance and choice through the amplified field. Taking the highest life-giving path. Makes all of our decisions clearer, easier, obvious. Releasing and removing the blockages, the fear, doubt, and worry that is stopping the life force from flowing is the viral that is destroying the human systems, the body, the earth, the connection. Creating dis-ease. Follow the flow. The life-giving currents that lead to the greater sea of consciousness. Know that this is your inheritance and birthright. Encoded in the pristine crystalline core of the DNA. When we come back in tune with centered strength, higher self. Get still and clear and quiet to hear the wisdom plugging back into Source Self, core essence, and continually remove the static, excess, external energies that influence the field. Continually cleanse and clear them, sloughing them off, making room for the new. Courageously following the heart. Inner being, infinite intelligence that pulses through all of life. All of life is infused with the same source energy that animates it, motivates it, brings it alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this time, attention, intention, an opportunity to share. Namaste.